Hey there, welcome to Social Media Manager 2.0 and this is Module 1, the introduction. It literally takes only a computer with internet connection and a business card to think of starting up a career online. But more than that, you need knowledge, information and experience. Let us take a look at the newest job vacancy, Social Media Manager. The social media is a rising platform for users to voice out opinions and share their thoughts with other people, as every unique individual thinks and functions differently due to cultural, political, economic, and geographical differences. With the advent of social networking sites such as Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter, the world has seemingly shrunk to a much smaller size. Hence, there lies an impending need for most people to manage their social networking site accounts. For any organization or firm, the quickest way to reach the target audience is through social networking sites. By simply making the most appropriate statements over these social networking sites, they can easily attract potential clients. If you look back, the market demand for a social media manager was too low before August 2010. What brought about this sudden boom? In August 2010, the largest and most commonly used social networking site, Facebook, reached the coveted number of more than 500 million users. This meant that Facebook was used and liked by close to half of the population that had been using the internet, which is not a small number. Post-2010, almost a quarter of the page views across the internet were for Facebook, followed by the most popular search engine, Google. What does this mean to us? These statistics have much to say about the trends which are currently building up within the social media arena. Social media marketing has become a norm amongst this generation. It will surely rise continuously and become one of the most effective ways of translating the success or failure of any product. For this particular reason, it has become very important to monitor the activities which take place over the social media website of any product, as these activities have the capability of making or breaking the product. This can also be cited as one of the prime reasons for the sudden boom in the need of social media managers by most companies. The hiring trend is being reflected in many companies, such as Capgemini, one of the most successful French software service providers, which are hiring close to 1,000 social media managers. This includes a set of younger workforce which specializes in relating and analyzing trends in the social media sections. There is a flurry of advertisements which are displayed over most of the social networking websites, resulting in a good number of potential customers pouring in to purchase the products or simply to browse through offers which the company presents to the clientele. With the rising number of hours spent by any internet user to browse through the pages of the blog sites or microblogging sites, advertisers have begun to recognize and acknowledge the importance of these websites to increase the product's local and worldwide demand. Reports have shown that during the coming decade, most individuals owning any business would be spending a quantifiable amount of time in gaining knowledge about the various means of expanding their product lines via social media marketing. With an understanding of the importance of internet advertising through social networking sites, a new role came into picture: the importance and functionality of social media manager. This individual is in sync with the current trends in the market and products. As opposed to most of the market leaders who have not grown and thrived in the age of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, businesses need experts from amongst the social media users who are abreast with the current trends and can guide the management in making use of various fruitful tactics. Owing to their regular and continuous interaction, these managers should have a good understanding of the choices of other users, which this can help predict the success of any product which is launched in this space. After a media campaign is launched, the target audience should be well thought of, and the efforts of garnering the most appropriate and effective response from the customers should also be continuous and vigorous. By lacking efforts to gain clientele, it usually ends up in a failure to leave an impact. This can be detrimental for the future campaigns. Apart from understanding the business and clientele, Any manager who is responsible for managing the social network for the business should also be extremely clear in terms of the product which needs to be marketed in any media campaign. This is the reason why the demand for social media managers is increasing in job classified ads as platforms of leverage for advertising businesses. In summary, those who cease to venture into online platform will be downright left in the dust. The social media is a platform which has taken the internet usage through another high wave, and it is growing at a continuous pace. A large percentage of users have begun to channelize their views through the social media networks, which have become the most popular platform for not only youngsters but also individuals who are beyond the ages of 40 and 50. Social media is not only a way of connecting to our close ones, but also a way of discovering a whole new world of people and activities which intrigue us. Websites such as Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram along with Twitter have thronging individuals as subscribers or followers. These sites also serve as one of the most efficient means of understanding the market dynamics and the products which could be of choice to the target audience for any advertiser. Keeping all these factors in mind, social media advertising has become one of the most challenging and critical spaces for any product. It is not only a way to advertise a product, but also to win a considerable number of customers simply by utilizing innovative methods of tapping the market. Therefore, most of the companies which have a big customer base will always want to target this section of audience which is very active over the internet. These companies resort to using ways which are not so conventional and are able to attract a vast potential client base. It is essential for the manager to realize and thereby analyze the target audience which he or she would be focusing upon for increase the customer base. The kind of businesses which would indulge in online advertising would be big firms, because they have a large number of target audiences to focus upon and generally outsource all their online marketing activities. The offline companies usually have a large customer base. They are the ones which will always require a considerable amount of sales and marketing over the most common media of communication, which the age has ever come across, the internet. There could be multiple ways in which leads can be generated for selling them off to the offline businesses. Most of these firms do not have a clear picture when it comes to targeting the audience over the internet. And this provides a leeway to a social media manager who can afford a pristine view of the most appropriate audience which could be tapped for potential usage by the advertisers. As an independent social media manager and consultant, your main target customers should be offline companies and some big companies that are too busy to do everything themselves. Such companies prefer to pay someone else with the required knowledge and free time to do everything on their behalf. More often than not, it is advisable to target offline businesses, because most of the other internet marketers would have various other ways of tapping the market. It is not good to target another internet marketer, since the methods used by such internet marketers are more towards a guerrilla methodology and they can do everything on their own. Offline companies usually lack the required knowledge for setting up a base. In that case, you would be their only solution and they would be solely dependent on you. As you already know, report says that the Facebook touched a 500 million mark. This simply means that almost half of the total population is present over the internet is its users. This goes ahead in pronouncing the importance of procuring dedicated resources responsible for managing the internet advertising for the respective brand, and also in sharing the number of insightful details which segregate the audience into various sections as per the needs and requirements of the businesses. The most effective solutions can be provided by a social media advertiser rather than any other internet marketer. One of the potential insights about social media advertising is that approximately 40% of the total population which uses the internet is there on Facebook, along with being close to 11% of the entire population of the globe. Apart from that, another factor which needs to be kept in mind is the lucrative amount of money associated with social media consulting. Companies, after becoming cognizant of the implications of using social media as a way to market their products, are ready to shell out close to $5,000 to $8,000 a month from managers who would be responsible for managing the social media space for their products. Hence, considering the usability of social media networking sites, there could be multiple ways in which the product could be marketed which further boosts the role of a social media manager to be an excellent